About 4 years ago, I planted 2 apple trees at the same time, the Fuji on the left and this gala apple tree here on the right. This is them last year in spring 2024. I'm using trellis wire to train the branches to grow horizontally down the fence line for easier harvesting. The gala tree would consistently come to life and start leafing out right around spring break. But the Fuji apple tree always took several more weeks to even months before it would finally produce new foliage. Each spring I would be concerned that the Fuji tree was never going to leaf out, and just when I thought it was not coming back, it would then sprout leaves. Here we are in March 2025, and unfortunately my Fuji apple tree didn't make it. Here are some signs that your tree might not be returning to life. Number 1, my apple tree has easily breakable branches. Usually they are flexible, but not anymore. Number 2, fungus growing on the apple tree. It's growing all over the branches and down the trunk. Number 3, the trunk is split and is breaking up. Compared to my other apple tree, you can see the trunk is healthy and it does not have any fungus spots. Here you can see some foliage that survived the winter. Let's go back over to my dead apple tree. Number 4, you can do the scratch test. Scratch a section of a branch, and as you can see, the vascular tissue is dead. It's brown, brittle, and dry, where when it's healthy, it'll be greenish. Let me show you some healthy tissue on the gala apple tree. Same scratch test, and you can see it's greenish and healthy tissue. So now it's time to remove the old dead tree and put a new one in. Now remove the drip line out of the way and get started. Here, I'm going to speed the video up so we can save some time. Now I'll disconnect the branches from the trellis line. I'm using the espalier technique so the branches are attached to the wire and they run horizontally down the fence line, training the tree to use less space and again making harvesting easier. Here I am trying to do another scratch test on the trunk of the tree, but my phone did not record very well. But you can still kind of see how bad it is. Now I'll finish preparing the soil and clearing out space for my new apple tree. I got my tree from a Texas nursery. I have no affiliation with them, but I will say they had good pricing and the tree arrived quickly. I'll put the name of the Texas nursery in the comments for those that are interested. The tree arrived intact, the root ball had a good amount of moisture, and some of the branches were already putting out new foliage. I'll carefully remove the plastic, protecting the root ball and also being careful with the trunk. While I'm getting it ready, here's a look at the tree 1 year ago when it produced flowers for the first time. Unfortunately, they didn't get pollinated as both trees are just starting to put out flowers, and they didn't produce enough that first year to have flowers at the same time for cross-pollination. Here's a quick look at the root system. I would have liked for it to be a little bit larger, but this is still acceptable. There was one part of the branch that was broken, but that was only because when it arrived, the delivery person put the box upside down. So now I'll place the tree back in the ground and get it in line with the training wire. Here's a quick look at it. Now I will backfill the soil about halfway. Then I'll pause to water it in so I can make sure the roots get plenty of water the first day. Now I'll finish with the rest of the soil. Use the shovel to clean it up a little bit. Pack it down and flatten it out. And then one last round of water. Now I'll finish up with some backed soil containing compost and fertilizer. Spread it around, make it look nice. Sorry I didn't take time to fix that border in the back. Lastly, I'll put the drip line back in place. And that's it. So there's my new apple tree. In a few weeks, I'll start attaching the branches to the trellis wire. As always, thanks so much for watching, and please subscribe.